I'm going to Fox Sports Lab here with the Chief. Welcome, Chief.
To go.
Looking forward to this round 12 preview. So Friday night, we call this the acid game, the D's and Carlton. So another Friday night for Carlton. You know what they've copped during the has been the win all along for goal kicking, $900,000 a year, and he signed a 2030. Too much pressure on this young kid in my eyes. But how do you see this one? Do they assist with him, or they send him to VFL to get his radar up?
Well, I don't think there's any point heading to the VFL, because what if he goes to the VFL and starts missing Dicko? You'll destroy him completely. You can sit there and say, well, there's a heap of pressure on him, but, mate, we're playing AFL. So he's got to find a way to handle that pressure. He's got to find a way to get rid of his demons. He's a good player. He is a good player, and he's really important to them structurally. He's just got to get in his head that he can actually kick the ball. You don't win a Coleman medal without being able to kick. So he's got a bit of work to do himself, I think, instead of everyone else trying to say, how do we fix him? Maybe he needs to get into his own head.
Funny, isn't it, when they talk about, you should trade him to Sydney, but it's an easy fix, isn't it? What if he fixed his goal kick and he's kicking 5 goals one?
Exactly right, mate. He's one good game away from flipping the switch, and he's off and running.
Yeah, spot on. All right, let's talk about the Dogs and the Cats. Dogs went down last week. Liam Jones held up the back line, so he was a lone hand, though. Norton didn't see a lot of it up forward because of obvious conditions up there. But do you feel like you could have Norton down there in defence to start, at least get a handle on the game, and then push him forward to support Liam Jones? Where do you find his best position at the moment?
I don't like the idea of starting him down back. I think if I'm the opposition and I'm playing the Bulldogs and Aaron Norton's down back, I'm going, nice, this is good. Because he's the only one that sits up forward and might be able to grab a game by the scruff of the neck and kick you 5. Now, he's not doing it at the moment, but he still takes the pressure off the other forwards that are playing up there. So I can't see anyone else that's going to play his role should he start or play a whole game down back. And I'd be really loath to move him. Look, Liam Jones is doing a brilliant job, and sometimes he is one out, mate. So maybe they've just got to get the other guys to lift a little bit around him, but I wouldn't be in a hurry to start making a habit of playing Aaron Norton down back.
Oh, and the Giants and the Tigers. So Adam Kingsley spent a number of years at the Tigers, so he comes up against his old team. That's exactly how they play. Andrew McQualter, though, might have something to say about that and changing it up. They had a massive win against the Cats. Toby Green, I don't think he got enough kudos. I mean, 200 games, 4 goals. You did the game at GMHBA Stadium, but if he was in Victoria, would he get more recognition for the type of player he is? Do you have him in the top 5 in the league?
I think he's very well regarded by everyone. We just don't talk about him a lot because he's not in Victoria. That's the difference. So if he was here, we would probably be discussing him more. There'd be more about him in the papers, in the press. A lot more shows would be discussing him because he'd be more visible. So it's a little bit out of sight, out of mind. But I don't think anyone underrates him now. He's still important to play to the Giants. And if I'm picking a team, after I've picked my key forwards, he's the first utility mid-sized forward that you want, whether it's a small, medium, or utility. He's the first one you're picking in your team. So certainly from my vote, he gets plenty of recognition because I think he's a star.
All right, let's just whip through the tips.
Do we have to? It was a bloodbath last week.
I've been tipping. I'm certainly off the Blues, but the D's Carlton on Friday night.
D's for me, please.
Yeah, D's for me. Port and Hawthorn.
Port for me.
West Coast Collingwood.
Are you giving your tips as well, Ben?
Port as well.
Okay. What was the next one?
Collingwood, no-brainer.
Collingwood.
Dogs Cats.
Yeah, I don't like this game at all. Don't like it at all. I'm going to go for the Dogs.
That's why I'm going the Cats. That's why we disagree on everything. Gold Coast and the Crows.
Got to go the Crows. I really like the brand of football they're playing, even though the Suns are coming off a great win.
Yep, that mulligan in Ballarat was well worth it last week, so I reckon I'll get it done as well. And then Giants and Tigers?
Giants at home.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Tigers in an upset, that one. And the Bombers and North to finish.
Bombers, easy.
Okay, I'm with Bombers as well. Chief, work. Thanks for joining us on Fox Sports Lab. We'll be back next week for the second part of the buys in round 13.
Catch up.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.